I have just started the recording. Okay, so I'm working in the industry from last 8 years. Okay, so in 8 years, I'm working right now as a QA lead. Okay, in a product-based company. So this is the third organization I'm working right now. Okay, as a QA lead, so means I'm handling a software testing team in the project. Okay, so before this, I have worked for two organizations, and those were service-based company. Okay, so I'm dealing with around 7 to 8 team members. Okay, so what are my day-to-day tasks is I'm assigning the tasks to the test engineers, and they are working their work on everyday basis, and they are reporting to me. Okay, and apart from this, I am giving training in software testing from last 5 years. I think one girl is there. She is Revti here. She has already taken my classes of Java in Bangalore in institute. Okay, so she told she is working. She was working. She is still working in Android now. So she moved to development. Now she planned to move to testing. Why testing? Why people are moving in testing? Okay, and why I am suggesting people to go for testing profile. Okay, the reason is, if you, so many people's having gaps. Okay, people's having gap, they are telling directly, they are texting me, sir, I want a job directly. I am a fresher, I want job. They are 2014 pass out, they are 2013 pass out, they want job. Okay, job is not somewhere placed and I will give it to them, right? It's not like that. Okay, industries, what industries demand, what markets demand now? Market demands knowledge, technical knowledge. If you are if you don't, if you are not have any technical knowledge, there is no, they are not going to ask you. Okay, in the market right now. Okay, or like, it's not like so many people, they thought, sir, my friends got campus selection. Okay, they got placed in a company. Do you know the reality? Do you know the reality what is happening in campus selection? TCS, Tech Mahindra, Capgemini, all they are taking campus. Okay, they are putting all the campus selected students in what? In support. Okay, check with your friends or seniors. Okay, those got placed in the company. Okay, very rarely, means out of 100% student, only 5% student they are placing in them in the technical background. Others are, they are putting in the support. And support means what? You have to kind of support the customer. Okay, you have to deal with the customer, like that. They are not involved in any technical stuff. Okay, so means they are not giving any training to them. Training means what? Basics knowledge of SQL they are giving, and that's now start working in the project. They are not going to train you. They are not going to train you technical stuff. Okay, so market, in market also, so many people are trained now. They have already taken the technical knowledge. Okay, now company asks only the technical, means if you have technical knowledge nowadays, and one interview is enough to crack, that's it. But only one thing is important, technical knowledge, and you should be very good in technical. Okay, so many people, they are telling, sir, I have manual testing knowledge, I want job. Is it enough? No. Markets now changed. Okay, industry got changed. A lot of upgradation has happened in the industry. Manual testing was there in the market, and it's a base till now for software testing. Manual testing is the base, correct? So manual still people, I am doing manual testing in my application. I have released a lot of products to the customer by doing manual testing only on the products. Now we are doing automation. So manual testing is the base, but in industry nowadays, companies are asking manual plus automation testing knowledge. And people will tell, sir, coding is not that much. I am from electronics and communication background. I am teaching right now biotechnology student. They are able to learn coding. So coding is not that much big. People are thinking, sir, coding we can't do. Okay, first time means the point only you are putting in your mind, sir, I can't learn. If you put the same this point that I can't learn, okay, that time only you just lose your hope that no, I am not capable of learning coding. You are capable of learning coding, but you have to take some interest. Okay, you have to just in develop some interest for coding, and see, you will learn the coding stuff. Okay, I was also just hating the coding in my engineering time. Okay, now I am expert in coding. I know Java. Okay, I know Python, I know Ruby. Okay, so this all thing is going to happen in industry, and you have to get upgraded every time. I'm here now, right now, what I'm doing, I'm teaching manual testing and automation testing. Now, one more testing came into picture now. Okay, I think lots of people have heard about API testing, application programming interface testing. Okay, nowadays, companies are asking this knowledge also, application programming interface testing. Okay, in that also, it's not only manual stuff is there, manual plus automation. Okay, so now companies demands is API testing also. Okay, you should learn about API, manual API testing using a Postman tool, and then go with automation with Java, Selenium, and then Cucumber tool is there. Okay, so I'm learning right now, I'm learning Azure. So you have to get upgraded. 10 years people having experience in manual testing, they are not getting job. Okay, they are not getting, they wants to switch to the company, they are not getting job right now. They are struggling. Okay, they are posting in the group, sir, I need manual testing job. Okay, I need a job. Okay, I have a 10-year of experience in manual testing, because from last 10 years they've only worked in manual. They don't think to upgrade their skill, because the markets are upgrading. Before that, we were using what? We were using database. After that, RDBMS came. After that, big data, Hadoop came to store the data. Now, Azure is there. So, my market is upgrading. So, based on that, you have to upgrade your skills. You have to increase your CV profiles pages. That yeah, this technology you know, this technology you. Based on that, company will select you and give you package whatever you demand right now. Okay, so these all are the knowledge that I have shared with you. This is happening in the industry, and it's not much tough to work in industry. It's very easy. Once you go into the industry, you have to learn. Okay, there are lots of people's colleagues, they are helping to make you learn in the industry. Okay, so what you have to do as a fresher, okay, when you joined any company, try to get an experience of 3 years. Okay. So many people, what they have done, they have deposited their certificates, original certificates. I have come across some of the situations. I have heard from some of the students chatting that they have submitted their original certificates to the company that I need job. Okay, so for getting a job, they have submitted original documents. It's not a good habit. Don't do that, because they are going to give you, they are going to give you, they are going to but they are going to use that situation. Okay, until unless if you want to uh, leave that particular job also, okay, you can't. Okay, because they are going to tell that no, we can't give your original certificate, you can't, you are hopeless at that time. So Kanaka, already I'm recording this session, don't worry, I will share in the mail. Okay, after the class.
Okay, Raj. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So this is all what is happening in the industry. Okay, so why I'm telling people to move to testing background? The reason is testing is in demand right now. Okay, if you go in the market, in every company, there are lots of testing openings are there. Okay, compared to what development, so many people they want, sir, I want to move to development. Development, if you go, see, there are lots of languages in the industry right now. Companies are using like Java, Ruby, Python. Okay, C, C Sharp, a lot of languages are there. Companies are using JavaScript. Okay, if you learn one language, you are not like a Rajnikant or what expert that, or Einstein that you will learn all the languages at a time. No, it's not possible. Okay, day by day you will learn. I have learned Java now. I have come across Python. Okay, I have come across Ruby because I got a chance to work with this language. That's why I know. At that time, I learned from YouTube, Google's. Okay, because every languages are same. Contents will be same. Only syntax got changed. Okay, that's why I am able to learn it myself. Okay, so you can't learn all the languages. Means if there is any opening for .NET, you can't go because you know only Java development. Means language specific requirements will be there in the market. Okay, so that's why I'm not telling people. But in software testing, there is no language specific. Okay, you are not going to bother about on which language application is developed. Any application. Okay, only you are going to see the UI part. Okay, what is that UI part? I'm going to explain about the basic, that what is UI part, what is user interface. Just I'm sharing my screen to give you a basic knowledge of how the industry started. Okay, and why they came with the picture called application. Okay, so application, before application also people were doing their work, day-to-day tasks manually, but there was lot of disadvantages. What? It was time consuming and human error was there. Okay, so they started a new concept called application. They came with a new picture called application. Okay, that helps to do some specific action or task. Okay, so it reduces what? Time duration. So it saves the time, and then human error was also, because we are going to do the task with the help of some application, some software. Okay, so that make them industry useful. Okay, so that helps the market to do each and every daily day-to-day task. Okay, so each and every work we are nowadays we are using applications. Okay, but just now we have heard that 3 application got what? Their servers got down. Okay, at that time I was also trying to do some chatting, or I was trying to access Facebook, Insta. We are not able to do, because our life, it depends on application. Okay, every day before sleeping you are going to turn your mobile and you are going to check Facebook, you are going to check WhatsApp. Okay, you are going to check Instagram. Okay, everyone. Okay, 99% people are doing in after before sleeping. Okay, they will check status. Okay, they are going to check the stories. So our entire life is now dependent on what? Applications. Okay, that we are going to see. Okay, now that application, what that application consists of nowadays? Okay, that application, like in laptop we are using Excel, we are using Word. Okay, we are using VLC player. All these are what? Applications. Okay. What this application consists of? Application consists of 3 parts, and these 3 parts are user interface, business logic, and database. What is that user interface? That user interface is the front end part of the application. Okay, which helps user to interact with the application. Okay, without that we cannot interact with the application. Zoom is also application. We are able to interact with each other using this Zoom application. Okay, if that UI part will not be there, we cannot interact with the application. Okay. There are 2 types of user interface. One we call it as graphical user interface, and the second one we call it as command line user interface. What is that graphical user interface? Is the presentation of the UI that we are going to see this, the Gmail. Okay, so this is the user interface graphical representation. Okay, graphical means they have given some dimensions. Okay, for this, that this part, these features will display here, this feature will display here in the UI. Okay, so that is called what? Graphical user interface. In server machines, okay, there are big servers. If you have got a chance to go for in your engineering times in the BSNL office, I got a chance to go to BSNL office. At that time I saw big server machines. Okay, how they are accessing? They are able to access with the UI called command line user interface. In ATM, when you go and see, they used to put some commands. What is that? Command line user interface. Okay, so there are 2 types of user interface people are using. The second one we call it as business logic. What is that business logic? Business logic is the main part where developer, they are going to write the functionality of that particular application, that how this application will work. That comes under business logic, and that part we are not able to. If you access Gmail, you cannot see the code written inside it, because it is present in the backend. That part we call it as business logic. And the database part, okay, where each and every data of the user is going to stored there. Okay. That is also, if you access Gmail, you cannot see where your mails are getting stored in the Gmail application. Only you can see the list of the mails, okay, that are also coming from database. Okay, every time when you log in, you will see all these mails. That mails are coming from the database, but you cannot see where it is stored in the Gmail database. Okay, so these 3 parts of the software applications are there in each and every application. Now, what are the types? When companies started developing software, okay, they started with some types of software. Okay, so they given name as standalone application. The first application when they started developing, that application name they have given as a standalone application. Okay, and what are those standalone applications? Those standalone applications are Notepad, VLC Player, Adobe, MS Office. Means to use this application, all these three parts you have to download in your system. Notepad, you have to install all the UI part also, business logic, or means the whole part of the application you have to install to use this application. But when they started developing, after developing, when they started using, they came across with some of the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? That we have to install this software application to use it. Okay, that is the one, because it is going to utilize the memory in your laptop, in your mobile. Okay, so they came with some disadvantages. Okay, single user at a time, how many user can access it? Notepad, only one user. It is not like in my laptop also I can access, and same Notepad you can access in another laptop. No, or someone else will use. Okay, data sharing, using Notepad we are not able to access what we can't share the data. Okay, and if a customer is using these types of application, if customer is going to face any type of issue, okay, either it is in UI part or business logic or database, again we have to send some person to the customer location. And in industry, in the IT industry, most of the customers are from on site. Okay, we are not going to deal with very less number of customers we will get from India. Other than that, we are going to get most of the customers from on-site. Okay, means we have to send one person to on-site, and then we have to resolve the customer issue, because we don't want to lose that customer. Okay, so there are some support team, they are going to help them. Okay, means maintenance is required, investment is required. Okay, so with these disadvantages, okay, they came across with one more type of application that we called it as client server. Okay, Skype, WhatsApp, Yahoo Messenger, Gtalk, these are the examples of client server applications. So in this, there are two servers they have given. Okay, they have introduced two machines. One is client machine and another one we call it as server machine. That customer no need to install the whole application in your system. What you do, install only the UI part. Okay, and start using the application. Already we have kept the other two part in the server machine. Okay, means Skype, WhatsApp, what we are doing, when you go and download WhatsApp, what is the original size of WhatsApp? 200 MB. But in Play Store, when you download it, okay, it will be 16 MB or 20 MB, right? That's it. Because you are going to install only the UI. When you uninstall it and again we install and start with your same number, all the data will come as a backup. From where it is coming? Because that machine is somewhere else. Okay, means database is already placed somewhere else. From there it is taking a backup. Okay, so all these, so they came with some advantages that at a time multiple user can access it. Data sharing is possible. Okay, so they mean some disadvantage of a standalone, it becomes advantages in client server application. Okay, so so many people nowadays they are using client server application. Okay, but still some disadvantages are there, that still we have to install the application. Means some part we have to install in our system to use it. Okay, if server will be down, no one can access, and end user resource is going to utilize, but less compared to standalone application. And still maintenance is required because customer is installing one part of the application. If customer is going to face any type of issue in the UI part, again we have to send some person at the client location to resolve the customer issue. Okay, if any problem will be there in the database or in the business logic, here in the server machine, the company will resolve it. But if the customer is going to face any type of issue in UI part, again we have to send some person. Means still maintenance is required, but less compared to standalone. Okay, so with this disadvantage, they came with another type of application, and that application type we called it as web-based application. And each and every company is dealing with this web-based application, and in real time we are going to deal with this web-based application. Okay, means we are going to will get chance to test web-based application. So each and every developer, they are developing web-based application, Facebook, Gmail, Google, Naukri. Okay. So in this, what they did, that no need to download any part of the application. Take the URL and access it. Facebook.com. Just enter in the URL in the browser and use that application. No need to install any part of the application. Okay. It also have the advantage that multiple user can access, data sharing is possible, resources is not going to utilize, faster in access and secure. And only one disadvantage is that if server is down, no one can access. So whenever server is down, they used to send a notification that server will be down from this to this, some maintenance is going on. Okay, so we will not use in that duration of time. Okay, one more type of application, okay, you will come across, okay, that we called it as web-based as well as client server. Facebook, Gmail, Google, all these are what? It is also a web-based and it is also a client server. Previously, WhatsApp web was not there. Only it was a what? Client server. They have introduced. They came with, okay, we can use it as a web-based application also. WhatsAppweb.com. If you do now, we can access it with the help of as a web-based application also. Okay, means we can access these applications either as a client server also as a web-based application also. Means with the help of URL and with the help of UI. Means install UI part and use it, and also with the help of URL we can access this type of application. So we called it as a web-based client server application. Okay, so this is a basic detail. In some interviews they have asked, that why I have given this basics knowledge. Okay, in some interview they ask what are the types of software, what are the parts of software or application. Okay, at that time people, they are not aware of this, they fail to answer the interview. Okay, so in some interview they have asked, okay, what is web-based client server application, or what is client server application, what is standalone application, or in real time you are going to come across, see, still standalone applications are developed, companies are developing for their internal use. Some customer, they want, I need a software for internal use. Okay, so I need a standalone application. Customers are paying, so companies are developing that type of application. Okay. Now, sorry. Now we are here to learn about software testing. Okay, what is this software testing is? So software testing is a process in that what we are going to do, we are going to check the expected and the actual result. What is this expected and what is this actual? So I'm going to explain with you with the help of example. Just taking a Gmail application. Okay, so Gmail application requirement is when we enter the URL, when we open the browser, enter the URL www.gmail.com, and when we hit the enter, it will navigate to where login page. Okay, this is what the requirement. This is what the requirement. Okay, manually when we go and test it, okay, that we are going to do actually. So we will open the browser, we'll enter the URL and we'll hit. We are getting 403 error. We are getting 403 means it is not meeting with what? Actual result is not meeting with the expected result. Means it is what? Someone is, okay, one second. Okay, so expected is not matching with the actual result. Means what is there? Error is there. Means that we have to report it to the developer, that when I try to enter the URL and hit the enter, I am not getting the login page. Means there is an issue in the coding part they have done. That issue we have to find in the application. Okay. That application we have to use as a user. Means who is going to define the quality of a software, that this software is now good. Okay, we can send it to the customer place to use it. Test engineer is the person who is going to define the quality of a software, and he will be the responsible person if a customer is going to find any type of issue. Okay, at that time manager will ask you, okay, so that at that time you what you will tell, okay, sir, I have tested. No, it's not like verbally you can't say like that, sir, I have tested. So then he will ask, okay, do you have any reportings or do you have any proof that you have tested? Yes. That's why what they are doing, in the manual testing, when we are going to do testing on any application, we are going to follow each and every steps. Directly, what it is not going to happen that, yeah, application is developed, we are going to test. Okay, there is no any verbal communication is going to happen in the industry. Okay, each and every they are going to document it. Okay, so when you have documented that this feature I have tested, okay, it is working fine in my system, then manager will not ask you any type of question. Okay, he will tell, okay, there will be some problem in the server. Okay, that's why this feature is not working. Okay, if you have proof, so that's why each and everything we are going to document it. Okay, that whatever I have tested, these all things we have documented it. Okay, so in manual testing, a lot of documentation we are going to do. Means we are going to follow a process to test any application. Okay, it's not, there will not be a very formal, means formal communication or general communication between the developer or a test engineer that I have tested it, now you start testing. No, it is not like that. It is not like, it is not going to happen like that. Okay, each and everything will be on the emails, on the, it will be documented. It will be documented. Okay, so in software testing, we are going to detect the existing and the required condition. What is the required condition? What is the existing condition? And we are going to check each and every features of that particular application. Okay, and one application, if you talk Gmail, how many features are there in Gmail? Approximately 100 and 150 features. But how many features we are using? Only 10, 12 features we are using in day-to-day life. But that application consists of so many features. And is it possible for one test engineer to test 100 features? No. In features, a lot of things, some sub features are there. Okay, so for one application, just I am talking about my real project which I am working right now. We are working 3 test engineers in one application, and that, like that, we are working with we are working currently on 3 applications. So in each and every application, three test engineers are there. So we have divided 2 to 3 features, that these 2 features you will test, 2 features I will test, 2 features you will test. Okay, so that's why there are lots of openings are there in the industry for test engineers. Okay, and testing is platform independent. Okay, just only I am going to talk about manual testing. Manual testing is platform independent. We are not going to bother about what coding, programming. We are not going to learn any coding concepts in manual testing. But automation, they have, previously manual testing was there, but they came with new concept called automation testing, because it reduces the manpower. Okay, because in automation testing we are going to use tool, and if you are going to use any tool for any task, time saving will be there. Just like we talk software, each and every work we are doing manually. Okay, using tool, using software, it's become easier. Time saving is there. Okay, so that's why they came with another concept called automation testing. So previously, everything was handling with the manual testing, but they came with a new concept called automation testing. Okay. So in manual testing, we are not going to deal with any programming language. Okay, or we are not going to bother about and that on which language developer has developed, because we are not going to see any types of coding. Okay, only we are going to see the features and we are going to test it. Okay, next question. In interview, they asked so many times. Okay, what is that question? Okay, the question is why you have chosen this testing course. So many from BSc background, okay, BCom background, okay, even MBA, they are getting job in testing. Why? Company is not going to bother about which graduation you have done. Okay, management you have done, or biotechnology you have done, civil you have done, mechanical you have done. They are not going to bother. Okay, some companies they restrict. Okay, we need only CSIT guys. Okay, if you see, okay, when you complete your engineering, go and ask. Okay, I will give you a program. Go and ask your friends who are in CS or IT background. Okay, they have done. I will give you a program. Tell them that can you give me the result of this program. They are not able to do. Okay, because they have learned what they are learning only to just get past that system engineering. Okay, but they are getting advantage that they are from CS and IT background. But nowadays companies are not getting bothered about that on which branch you have done your graduation. They are going to check what technical knowledge. If you have technical knowledge, so many my friends, they have done in civil and mechanical, they are working in US right now because they have technical knowledge. Based on that, they are working in US right now. Okay, so in industry, they will ask, interviewer only will ask, okay, by seeing the profile, that you are from this background, why you have chosen this course. Okay, scope of getting job is very high. That's why you have chosen this course. Lots of opening. It's not a language specific. Okay, so there are lots of openings are there in testing compared to development, because development is a language specific. Okay, so language specific openings will be there, but in testing we are not going to bother about any coding language. That's why testing I have chosen software testing. Testing remains forever till industry is there. Developing the software, testing will be there. Okay, means test engineer will be required to test any application. Okay, I want to be consistent throughout my life. That's why I have chosen testing, and openings are more. And who is going to define the quality of a software? Test engineer is there who is going to define the quality of a software. So you will be there to define that, yeah, now this software is good, quality is good. But just like in the market, we told by seeing any product, yeah, this quality is good. Why? Because you have seen that, yeah, you are defining the quality, that, yeah, this quality is good. Okay. Before testing, when test engineers was not there, who was developing the who was developing and testing the application? Developer used to test the application. Okay, so but companies, they came across with disadvantages, that if a developer is going to test that application, okay, what are the disadvantages? Okay, if I tell you, okay, write 10 pages of content, some English paragraph, okay, I'm telling you to write 10 pages. Okay, what you will do? You will neatly write. Now I'm telling you, go and find it. Go and find some mistake. Is there any mistake in that document or not? Hardly you will find 2 or 3 mistakes. But if I will give same to other, okay, he is going to find what, 10, 15, 20. Means finding mistakes in other is easy or not easy. So in finding mistakes in other is easy. Okay, that's what the test engineers do in real time. We are going to find mistakes of developer, that what developer they have done. Okay, what mistakes they have done in the application. Okay, and if I tell you, you are not going to check for what negative values. Okay, only you are going to check because you have done it. So only you are going to check for positive value. You are not going to check for negative values. Got it? Okay, so that's why they came across, no, if developer tests the application, these are the disadvantages are there. Okay, so that's why they started hiring test engineers. No, we need a test engineer because we are losing our customer, because customer is going to find issues in the application, and customer is paying crores of millions of rupees for one application. For one application, they are paying millions of rupees. Okay, if they are going to find any issue next time, they are not going to come to the company. No, I don't want to come. I don't want to give you requirement to develop any application, because you are not giving us a quality product. Means they are going to lose the customers. Okay, and no one wants to lose the customer nowadays. Okay, if you open a simple business also, you don't want to lose the customers. Okay, because he is going to pay you. Okay, so that's why they started hiring test engineers, and they are paying them salaries. Okay, now in industry, there are 2 types of companies are there. Okay, those two types of companies are service-based company and product-based company. Okay, just now I have talked that I worked for 2 service-based company previously, and currently I'm working in a product-based company. What is the difference between both, and where job security is more? Okay, so service-based company means you are going to provide your service. Means some customers are there, they are going to give you a requirement that I need a software, I need an application to do these tasks. Okay, so there is a person in that company, we call it as business analyst. Okay, that person will go to the customer location and he will collect the requirement, and he, based on that, he will come to the company location, he will explain that requirement to the team members that we got a requirement from a customer. We have to develop an application based on his requirement. Once we develop it, test it, and we'll deliver it to the customer. Okay, so CS, CTS, Accenture, all these are what? Capgemini, all these are what? Service-based companies. These all are service. What they are doing, they are getting the requirements from the customers and they are developing and they are releasing the product to the customer. So these called as service-based company. Product-based company, there is no customer. Customers are there after developing the software. Customers come, means we are developing a software based on market need. Flipkart, Amazon, these are what product-based company means. They have developed the software and they have released into the market that people are using it nowadays. So based on the market, okay, they are going to develop a software. So they are going to analyze the market first. Okay, that what market demand. Okay, what is the requirement of the market? Okay, based on that, they are developing it and they are releasing into the market as a demo version that we have developed this software. It is very useful for you. You can start using it, and to use it, they are paying the money. Means after developing the software, after releasing the product into the market, we are getting the customers. Means we are selling the product to the market. Okay, those type of company we called it as product-based company. Okay, job security. Now coming to the job security, service-based company. Job security is not more. Reason is there is a concept called bench in service-based company. If someone have heard about that bench concept is they will hire you and they will keep you on bench. If any customer is there, if client is there, if project is there, then they are going to, nowadays client interview is also happening. Means client is going to take interview. Okay, that yeah, you are going to work in my project. Okay, they are going to take a round of interview. Once you got selected, now you are in this project. If it is a short term like 3 months or 6 months, again once that project over, now again you are going to move to bench. Okay, in this situation, so many people they have lost their job because company is not in bench. If you are sitting, company is only paying you. Okay, you are not working, you are not doing any task or work in the company. Okay, so you are not doing any task or work in the company. You are simply sitting. Means some companies has to show the customer that yeah, we have resources. Okay, based on that they are getting the requirement from the customer. If they will not show them the resources that we have this much of resources, they are not going to get the requirement. Okay, so if your profile matches or if you are able to crack the interview of the customer, you got selected in the project. If you are not able to crack, again you are sitting in the bench for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, even 9 months. Also companies paid them without taking any work from them. Okay, in bench. And in COVID situation, companies what they told, you can resign. Okay, your profile is not matching with any project, you can resign. Okay, means job security is not there. Anytime HR will come and tell, okay, now you can resign. Directly they will tell. But in product base, it is not like that. Projects are there, products are there, you have to work in that project. So once they will hire you, they will directly put you in that particular project. Okay, so these are the two types of company. But initially I'm telling, don't worry. If you are getting a job in service-based company, but first take the experience, first get the experience of real time, and then switch in the company, then try for product-based company. Just like I did. I worked for 2 service-based company. Now I am in product-based. Now I am planning to switch in product-based company only. I'm not planning to switch in service-based company because job security is not there. Okay, so everyone wants job security now in their life. Okay, so now I'm planning to switch in only product-based company. If I'm getting a calls also from service-based company, I'm not taking up the call. Okay, I'm telling no, I'm only looking for product-based company. But initially, if you are getting a job in service-based company also, go and take it. Okay, get real-time experience of 3 years, 4 years in manual, in software testing, manual automation, API, and then switch companies and then try with a product-based, because job security is more. Now coming to the courses. Okay, software testing. Okay, in this software testing, we are going to see manual testing. Manual testing is totally what theoretical concept. Process, we are going to see the companies are following nowadays to test any real-time application. Okay, so each and everything how they are doing, okay, in real time, that we are going to see. I'm going to show you some real-time stuff that I'm doing manual testing on my real-time project. Okay, and then automation testing, we are going to learn Selenium and Java. Okay, why Java I'm preferring? Why Java I'm preferring? Java is user friendly. Java, from where this Java came? Java comes from C and C++. C and C++ was advanced concept. Okay, they have made them easier in Java. Okay, so that's why people are using Java more in industry nowadays. Okay, and in automation testing, we are going to learn about a tool called Selenium WebDrive. Okay, and then we are going to see the basic concept of API testing. Okay, because each and every companies are now looking for API testing concepts. Okay, so that we are going to cover up. Okay, so these are all overall courses, and the duration of this entire course is 4 months. It's not simple as it is. I'm not going to do like 20 hours, 30 hours. I'm going to complete. I'm not going to complete the course. I'm not sitting here to complete the course. I'm sitting here to make you learn. Okay, so many people, see, around 11 people are there. Okay, I'm not what I want individually also. If you have any question, okay, if you need help, sir, I need your 1 hour time. Saturday, Sunday, I am free. Sit with me on Zoom. I will help you individually also from scratch to scratch. Okay, I have made people learn from last 5 years, and people are working in the industry with 18 lakh, 19 lakh, 20, even they are getting more than me. Okay, packages. Okay, so I'm sitting here to make you learn. Either it is coding or either it is manual testing. I'm not preferring anyone to only do manual testing and go get a job. No company is looking for only manual testing. Okay, rarely you will get manual testing requirements, but every company is looking for manual plus automation testing knowledge. Okay, so all I have discussed. Now, there are some terms in the companies they are using. Okay, what is project? Okay, project is something like whatever based on the customer. Okay, based, we are not having the customer. We are going to develop the requirement, and then we are going to release into the market. Okay, and based on means based on that features the customers are going to use. If that product is preferred for their day-to-day tasks, they are going to use it. So project is basically is something is developed on the particular customer's requirement and used by the customers one. Okay, so when the business analyst is going to customer location and he's going to collect the requirement, based on that we are going to work on that particular requirement and develop it, test it, and deliver it to the customer. Okay, that we call it as project. Product is based on the company's specification, and we are going to develop it and we are going to release into the market, and multiple customers are going to use it. That we call it as product. What is quality? Quality is just a justification of all the requirements of the customer in a product. Means he is going to define that what is the quality of a software. Okay, how that software works. Okay, that we are going to define in quality. So there are some terms we are going to use in real time. Okay. Now there are some types of softwares in industry. Okay, what are those types of software? The types of softwares are system software and application software. Okay, system software that includes what? Operating system. Operating system you are using in laptops. Okay, Mac, OS, Linux, Unix, like that we are using. All these are also software, but these are system softwares, and all these are enables to make what? Computer work. Okay, without operating system we cannot, this computer or system or laptop will not work at all. Desktop will not work. Okay, so these we call it as system software. Application software that we are using in real time. Okay, to do some specific action or task. Okay, same as, see, these terms they have asked in interview sometimes. Okay, that's why I am using these concept. What is software engineering and what is system engineering? So software engineering totally based on what? Computer based development, like hardware, software, process engineering, all these comes under what? Software engineering. And what is system engineering? So system engineering is basically defined as a designing, okay, integrating means what? Hardware is a different thing, software we are integrating both and we are making a computer system. Okay, like that in the applications also we have different features. We are going to integrate it. How we are integrating? We have designed it and then we are going to integrate it and we are going to deploy it. Deploy means we are going to install it to the customer location and they are going to use it. That process we called it as system engineering. Okay, and the software process is related to some set of activities and process that we are going to deal with developing and in evolving means we are going to deploy to the customer location. That entire process we call it as software process. Okay, what is manual testing? If someone asks what is manual testing the application manually, we called it as manual testing. Okay, means we are going to sit on the system, we will open the application software and we will test it. Okay, with just like example, we have a login page, we have username and password, we'll enter different values. Okay, positive, negative, okay, randomly we will put and we'll test it. Okay, that we call it as manual testing. If we find any type, if we enter special characters only, if that particular error message is not displaying, means what? It is an issue. You will think, sir, these simple mistakes developer do. Yes, they do. Okay, how they are writing code in? Is it possible? See, one application consists of crores of lines of code. Is it possible for a developer to sit and write each and every line of code? Not at all. Okay, if you tell, sir, there are so many developers out there, but crores of lines of code, is it possible for 10 developer also to write one line? No. Okay, how they are writing, what they are doing, they have a requirement, they will copy it and they will paste it in where Google Mama is there. Okay, they will paste in the Google Mama and they will get set of codes. Okay, they will copy it and they will paste it in the application and they will modify it based on the requirement. They will modify. So when they are doing copy paste work, definitely there will be a mistake they are going to do. That mistake we are going to find when you enter in username special character, when you enter the valid password and when you hit the login button, you are not getting the error message. Means he has done some mistake. While modifying the code, he has done some mistake. So that's why you are going to mistake. Simple mistakes also. Sometimes login button is not working. It happens. Okay, I have tested and it happens so many times that one button is not working. I want to save some data. That save button is not enabled. That button is not working. Means they have done some mistake while doing copy paste. They have done some mistake. Okay. So these types of issue we are going to find in manual testing. Perfect. And same manual testing, whenever, just like assuming a customer is there, he has 10 features. Okay, we have developed 10 features and we have released into the market. Means we have handed over to the customer. Customer is using 10 features for 1 year. After 1 year, he is coming with 5 new features. Okay, now we have developed 5 new features and all over 15 features we have to hand it over to the customer. Okay, you will ask, sir, already we have developed 10 features. Again, why we are going to hand it over the 15? The reason is there will be some dependencies. Okay, one features will be related with another feature. So when we will code for one feature, other feature will get affected. Okay, means what we have to do? Again, 10 feature we have to test that it is working fine or not, because we have done some changes. They have changed the code. So again, we have to sit and we have to test that 10 features also. Okay, with 5 features. Means all that 15 features should work. Okay, again, after 6 months, customer is coming with new 5 features. Again, what we have to do? We have to release that 20 features to the customer. Means again, we have to test that 15 features again. Means what is happening here? You know what is happening? Repetitive task is there. Okay, repetitive task is there. So if I will tell you, you have written 10 pages of content, okay, paragraphs. I'm telling you, test it 10 times. What you will do? You will feel bored after some time. After testing, after checking the whole 10 pages 3 times, 4 times, you will feel bored. Sir, again and again we have to test. It happens in real time also. Manual testing, you may feel bored. Okay, they will tell, sir, it's a tedious process, again and again, same feature, same. What happens? Reality, what happens? They skip some features to test. And if that features contains issues, who's going to find that issue? Customer is going to find that type of issue. Okay, so to remove that, they came with another type of testing that we called it as automation testing. Okay, in automation testing, we are going to test the application with the help of a tool. Okay, so tool is not going to feel bored. Okay, he will not skip any features to test. Okay, that's why they came with another concept called automation testing, and that's why every company is looking for automation testing, because we are going to test the application with the help of a tool. Okay, and that automated software means we are going to test a task, okay, a feature or application with the help of a tool. That software we called it as automated software. So this is the entire process we are going to. What is the see? I have written some disadvantage of repetitive tasks. Time consuming, no accuracy. Why no accuracy? Because we are going to skip some time to test a feature, and it happens. Okay, it is going to happen in real time. Okay, so that's why they came with another type of testing that we called it as automation testing. Okay, using so in real time. Okay, there are so many tools companies are using. In that one tool we called it as QTP. What is that QTP tool? Quick Time Professional. Okay, and some companies are using this QTP. Why some companies only? You will ask, sir, why some companies only? Because it is a paid tool. Okay, to use that tool, you need to pay money to that company to get the license of that tool. Okay, and it is VB scripting language coding. Means to use that tool, you should know VB, Visual Basic Coding. Okay, and it is not an open source. So that's why I am teaching Selenium WebDriver or Selenium tool. Now you got the answer that Selenium is an open source tool. No need to pay money. Okay, no need to pay money to use that tool. So that's why 98% companies are using Selenium tool in automation testing, because it is freely available. No need to pay any amount. Okay, so I will wrap up today only here. If you have any question, I'm staying here for 5 minutes. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you have any question, if you have cross question, you can ask me. Any question?
Hello?
Anyone? Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, how will you help us to get a job? Because I don't know, I am in 2017 year pass out.
Correct. Subhajit, right?
Yeah, Shubhajyoti.
Okay. Subhajit, see, first each and